I was just starting cleanup, and I'm not sure if I conveyed the importance of a soup and a sauce being almost the same thing. There are, of course, differences, but your sauce should be good enough where people want to eat it like a soup. So anytime you're thinking of what goes in a good sauce, or how do I make this sauce, or how do I make it better, taste it, think about it, think how it makes you feel inside, and then add things to make it better. What's going on, man? This is T. I'm going to introduce myself today. We're going to talk sauces. So Marcy said, hey, do some sauces. Let's talk about sauces. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to just like get the tip of the iceberg on sauce making. First, we think, what is a sauce? Well, it could be something super fancy, or it could be something as standard as ketchup or a ranch. Those are sauces too. Sauces do a few things. They give flavor, they give moisture, right? That sometimes saves a dry chicken breast. It gives appetite, appeal, it gives excitement. Sauces are all things good. We're making 2 carrot sauces today. One, I have a little green onions, dill, maple syrup, a little chicken base, which I made. We can talk about that later. A little lemon juice and butter. All those are going to go together. Of course, a little salt and pepper, and then we'll check it out. I've already par-cooked these carrots. This is some of the carrot liquid. I'm going to add that in. Carrots go back in. They're going to puree a lot nicer when they're heated up. Green onions go in. And you can see I'm not measuring anything out. It's just a little of this, a little of that. Make it taste good. Since the carrots, the biggest part of that, has been cooked, it's okay that I add the dill now. Carrots will have a sweetness, but we're going to go in with some maple syrup for a little added sweetness, and maple syrup's got a dynamite flavor. When we taste the sauce, we need to taste balance. A lot of times when we have a sauce and it doesn't quite taste good, or it seems like it's missing something, 1, salt is the first thing I'm going to go to. But 2, even though it's a carrot sauce, I'm going to put some of the chicken base in there because that gives it a depth of flavor. I have the whole butter that's going to go in after it's pureed. The butter is going to give richness. The carrots are hot enough to melt the butter, and that's all I want to do is just melt the butter. A lot of recipes don't call for, say, something sweet or something acidic, but the finished product needs it. When you taste whatever food it is you're tasting, in this case it'll be the sauce, you want to taste it and pay attention to how it's making you feel on your tongue. Put that on the table here. You can see it's got some chunk to it. Chunkiness, it can be okay. If I would put this in the blender, it would be even more smooth. I'm looking down at the sauce. I personally would like it a little smoother. If it was smoother, and I guess off the air, I'll put it in the blender and we'll check out the difference. This one, it looks nice. Color's good. Alright, what I'm doing is when I taste it, I am, 1, noticing the mouthfeel. It's a little granular on the carrots. But the flavor, I think, is pretty good. No salt's been added. I did add the chicken base, which has salt in it. So I'm just going to add a small pinch of salt and then a little bit of pepper. Everybody needs salt and pepper. Taste again, that's good. The lemon juice went in, but there's not a huge amount of lemon flavor. I want to put a touch more in. The acidity kind of brings the flavor out. I'm going to show you what it looks like out of the blender. It's a lot more smooth. This one is the first one where I use the hand blender. It's just not as powerful as the Vitamix, or any regular blender is always going to get a more smooth product. It's so funny. I want to talk about all kinds of sauces to get really in depth on everything. I think I'm going to add a weekly sauce on the old YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe and follow and share and all that stuff. But I think sauce making can be super intimidating, but it can also be really, really easy. You saw like the puree sauces we did today. We just pureed the base, which was the cooked carrots, and then added a few things to make it taste good. If you have any questions on specific sauces, leave them in the comments below. I will cover all of those. Let me know what you want the next sauce to be that I make, and I think we could have a lot of fun making sauces. This has been T, making some carrot pureed sauces. See ya!